Also, Nitro Nerds here, and this is a weekly project video that we have going on. First and foremost, though, I need to clean our workshop because it's starting to affect my sanity, if you will. So let's give it a quick clean. There we go. That's much, much better now. Come on over here again. I always forget. Did you remember your name this time?
Yeah.
What is it? Jacob, wasn't it?
Andreas.
Andreas?
Yeah.
Okay, Andreas. Ugh.
Slim Shady, yes, I'm the real Shady. All you other Slim Shadys are just imitating, so want the real Slim Shady.
Well, once again, welcome back to our humble abode. And this video here is going to be the Nitro RC in there. Look at him, his wheels are spinning. You got something in mind, don't you?
Huh?
You don't know, all right.
I never have anything on my mind.
Yeah, I know. This video is our current projects that we have going on. So, let's begin here with the effervescent Losi 8 2.0. And man, we got problems across the board, not just with this vehicle, but all of them. All right, so let's start here. First thing is your rear diff. Getting it shimmed with the bearing inserts. Listen to this.
Is that bad?
Yeah, that's not good. And so anyways, I'm trying a bunch of different things here. I'll get it. I know what to do. It's just a matter of doing it. I would say that this right here, when I say it's a pain in the butt to do this, as opposed with anything else I've ever done in this hobby, take what would be second, such as maybe putting together a pull start or something like that, right? Now, multiply that by the highest number you can think of, and you're barely getting it into the universe with, I'm telling you, oh my God. The crazy thing is, Andrew, my beloved Losi 810 has the exact same concept with the bearing inserts. I never have any problem with it. So, anyways, this will be coming to a video soon near you, but this is definitely my top priority here. Yeah. The next thing is this Losi stock engine right here, the 350. I was having a problem where it was cutting out. Remember that? Where it was cutting out? Yeah. Well, I think I have it fixed, but I won't know until I get this back up and running. Of course, then after that, once I verify this is working good, then we put your new works engine in it and all of that stuff. But I want to make sure that this is working properly first, right? Mm-hmm. Cool. Next problem that occurred is the ball link for your carburetor just came out. And it's really weird. It actually just unscrewed itself. So I got to rebuild your link system on here. No big deal. And then the final thing, man, when I say this center diff is leaking, it's kind of hard to see here, but it's leaking real hard. So I'm going to go ahead and rebuild that. Once again, very easy. I'm to the point, man, I can rebuild the diff now in like 7 minutes, easily. So that's it for the Losi 8 2.0, but my pernt in all of this is this right here is our numero uno priority. Rear diff, fixing the linkage on here, ensuring the engine is good, even though we're still going to replace it. I just, for peace of mind, I want to make sure it's good. And then the center diff. Cool?
Cool.
All right, next up we got my D8T Big Bertha here. So one problem, again, I'm having is with the engine. The OS 0.25XZ. It's starting to, it stalls out during acceleration. So once I go into the high end, it stalls out. And so it's tuned right. I've tried probably 4 or 5 different glow plugs on it that I know work. The only thing I haven't done is tried a brand new glow plug, but I've tried a glow plug in here and it didn't work. I've tried it in other cars and it works fine. So what I think it is at this point I'm just going to go ahead and take apart the carburetor. I think it probably just needs a good cleaning. So anyways, this having a little bit of issue there. Once I get that fixed though, my next priority for here will be, all right, and here I keep kind of my new stuff for my projects. And here I've got the M2C 4-shoe clutch that I'm going to put on there. So once I get this engine back rocking like it should be, then I'm going to throw this clutch on there. Because the whole idea is I don't want to put a clutch on it before I fix this, because then I can't really, there's too many, I'm introducing too many variables, right? Mm-hmm. Right. You holding that Katie Sammer? You're holding it steady for me?
Yep.
Awesome. All right. Next up is the old monster, a Mugen MBX6R. No problems whatsoever, running fine. I got no action items for it this week. Alright, so then the fourth thing, my fourth priority I have is Miss Thang up in here. I've just actually completed, almost completed, a second rebuild on her. We'll call it rebuild phase 2, and man, I don't know what to tell you other than that. This thing is hard and strong. I mean, it is, I'm confident it's the hardest and strongest Losi at 10 that is out there. One of the things I do want to fine tune with it, it's got a little bit of a lag during acceleration, so I think it's going to be really cool, and I'll do a video for it to kind of walk people through clutch tuning and help them understand a little bit about lags and stumbles and things like that. And then this right here, I personally think is a throttle lag. But again, we won't really know until we get into it. But other than that, whew, I love this. I love this car. But yeah, coming very soon will be I think a pretty cool clutch tuning video using this example right here. Next up we have the OFNA Hyper 7. I don't have any goals this week, maybe. So if everything goes good with your Losi here and getting that engine up and getting the diff shimmed and all that crap, then what I will do is put the 350 engine in the Losi, or excuse me, in this OFNA Hyper 7. It's going to be a little tricky because we'll be converting it from a pull start to a bump box. Not really excited about that. I would say if I had my preference, I'd probably want to keep it as a pull start, just because who knows what we're going to get into with the chassis and how the engine mounts, how low they are and stuff like that. But with that said, we have an unboxing that we're going to be doing Monday, or at least we have a box coming Monday. And this right here is in dire need of a rebuild. Let's just say that Amy and Hobbies was having a freaking blowout sale with respect to the OFNA Hyper 7 TQ Sport parts. And I got a few parts for it at ridiculous prices. So I'm very excited about that. And anyway, so with this, again, first thing, put the new engine in, see how that works, everything's good, and then we will begin a very cool Uber rebuild with it.
You take a model, man.
And then the final thing we have here is the Beast. And I've decided at this point, Ange, what I want to do, let's just fix it. Because what it needs is a shaft back here, and I've already got one. I'm just going to throw that in. Then we'll worry about doing the actual rebuild on it. So, because I mean, it's running fine. I mean, that's been the only thing on it that's broken, I think, other than like a tie rod stripped early on. But other than that, man, I just miss running this, don't you?
I mean, I know, it's fun bashing it.
Yeah, so with all this construction going on around us and stuff, man, it's time that we just take this bitch out and
get our ramp out.
Yeah. So anyway, so I'm gonna throw that the suspension shaft on it, get that all fixed up. The other thing, the one-way bearing on here is slipping a little bit. It hasn't crapped out completely. I can't believe how damn expensive the one-way bearings are. They're like $18-20. I mean, again, in the overall scheme of things, that's a little drop in the pond. But I would just think for that part, for something that is so serviceable and breaks as much as it does, based on what I've heard, I just thought it would have been a little bit less expensive than that. But it is what it is. So anyways, this will be fixed here. So let's kind of go over the priorities once again. First one is this thing right here. Your Losi at 2.0. We got a bunch of stuff to do on this, but want to get that up and running. After that is just a quick, finish the rebuild phase 2 on this. it's finished. Now it's just fine tuning, right? So we got that little bit of a lag. So we just need to fine tune the clutch on it. I did put some new clutch springs and things like that. So this is how it works. You got to play around with it. The monster right here is rocking and rolling. Unfortunately, I can't enjoy her because, yep, you're right, over here, starter box, I need to rewire that. So that will be the third priority. Then, after that, we want to do Big Bertha, figure out what the hell's going on with her engine right there. If nothing jumps out at me and I can't get it figured, right off the bat, and I have to order some parts, then we're going to jump right into the Savage X4.6, at least get her up and running. And then the final thing, even though we kind of didn't go in that order with the video, the final thing here will be the OFNA Hyper 7. And really, I guess, the prioritization for this, or the action items, is to begin stocking up on parts, which we're doing. Cool? All right, with that, I think I'm done. Do you have any words of wisdom or anything cool you want to say to all your fans out there?
I'll start getting a list.
Getting a list?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Do you have, so when do you think we're going to hit 1,000 subscribers?
How much do we have right now?
We have, I think the last one was like 987.
I'll say it's Saturday today.
Yep.
I'll say by Tuesday.
Oh, okay, by Tuesday.
Maybe Wednesday.
Okay, that's pretty lofty goals, but I mean, the way we've been going, it's pretty crazy. So other than that, man, wow, a lot of stuff. And I think at this point, man, we're like behind the 8 ball. There's just so much to do and so little time to do it, but we'll get there. The good news is, guys, and thanks so much for hanging around because we're going to get a little sneak preview. We've got a very cool unboxing coming on Monday. Thanks so much. Have a great day.